Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the elect. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17, and it reads, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman for the house of Israel. So hear the word I speak. I got this at Slack here. Right. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17, and it reads, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth, give them warning from me. That's right. And that's what we're here to do. The man that, if the Spirit is upon you to go out and do what the Lord has commanded us to do, and that is to go out to the nation of Israel and give them warning for the Lord and giving them warning for what? Which is, giving them a warning about the things that is getting ready to come upon the earth. And the main thing we want to warn the people about is the RFID Egypt, which is the mark, the MOTB, you know, so those are the things we want to warn you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans who, you know, and collectively make up the 12 tribes of Israel. And that's who we coming out to basically warn, let you know who you are and the warning you of the things that are getting ready to come upon the earth. And the thing that's coming on earth is great tribulation, perilous times, so on and so forth. Um, let's get is it in? That's a good one. This is Second Timothy chapter 3. I'm gonna start at verse 1, and it reads this also. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come," and that's what we're warning you of, the perilous times that's getting ready to come in the last days, because we're in the last days. Because the Lord said He will raise up His men in those end times, and the men that the Lord has risen are the men that's on the highways and byways that's preaching His truth. Particularly, we can pretty much say the men of Great Millstone. The men are the one the Lord, pretty much set up. And so, and these are the times, we these are the warnings that the Lord, gave a spirit on these men to come out and warn us. And we're coming out, us that's, learning from these men. We learning and we're eating the roll, and we're going out there and teaching and preaching the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. And that's what we're doing. We're out here to tell you people, that times are coming and you're going to be judged accordingly to your acts, whether it's good or bad. You know what I'm saying? And it says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemies, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. That's right. You're going to have a lot of that in these last days. And you can see that now, man. You can see the covetousness and the blast, the boasters. Because Jake always want to show up his brother. You know what I'm saying? He go up there showing clout, big money, all this money he made, and so on and so forth. And just to show up his brother, man. Let's look at it in the new NLT. Go to it. You know, you know, and it says, for people will be lover, people will love only themselves and their money. They will be boastful and proud, scoffing at the Most High. That's what a lot of our people do, man. And you can see that even in the nation of, even in this thing of ours, you got that. You got Israelite groups doing that. So this thing is going to get real interesting in the last days, and it's only the elect. It's going to see through all this bullshit and come through, man. And it says, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful. They will consider nothing, scared. They will be unloving, unforgiving. They will slander others and have no self control. They will be cruel and hate what is good. And that's the truth. And that is the truth, man. And that's what you got here in Babylon the Great, man. All weirdo type of activities that's going to be going on in the last days. So you're going to see this and you're going to be like, what the hell? If you're not a man of the Lord, this is going to take you by surprise. But if you're a man, you got spiritual understanding, you're gonna see right through all this bullshit and move accordingly. But a lot of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are gonna get caught up in this. You're gonna be partakers in this bullshit that's getting ready to come, and then you're gonna be destroyed because of it, man. You know, and then and it said they will betray their friends, be reckless, be puffed up with pride, and love pleasure rather than the Most High. And that's true, man. And that's it. You're gonna have that. You can see that right now. The so-called black woman, she loves her pleasure rather than the Most High. You know why you know why? Because look at her behavior. Because if she loved the Most High, she'll get an order with the Most High, how she wants it. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's a lot of these women are gonna, they out of order because they don't want to be in order. Because in order to love the Most High, you got to be in order. You got to do what the Lords have commanded us to do, and that's following the commandments to the best of our ability. And there's a civil law, and there's a way a woman got to act amongst her man. And but a lot of these women are going to act like these 304s, so on and so forth. They're not going to come to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? They ain't thinking like that. So they hate the lie. They're gonna hate what is good. What is good? You know what I'm saying? The Most High. They're gonna hate that. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're gonna be reckless. What's reckless? A lady without a man out here doing the 304 thing. That's reckless, man. That's reckless. And a lot of these women are reckless. They're gonna go out here thinking they can handle it because Esau set this thing up for a woman. This is a king queendom, man. So, but we at the end, and about 15 years ago, this so-called this feminist thing was popping 20 years ago, whatever. But even before that, I'm talking about now. It's really in motion. Because you got Oprah was busting it out real heavy, so on and so forth. They was king on slandering a man, but now we getting into this point where hey, we at the end times. Being a fucking feminist is going to get you destroyed. That's where we at in this thing, man. You being a 304 is going to get you fucking annihilated. You know what I'm saying? And you being a nigga that's doing that wicked shit too. Having sex with other men's wives, eating pork, shaving up, lining up, doing all the things that the Lord commanded us not to do. And you out there wickedly doing this shit. And you think everything is going to be fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, the man that's in the know, we see you running right into this motherfucking pit of fire. And we warning you, trying to tell you, hey, that's why we come out, give the warning for me, for the things that's getting ready to come on the earth. We see it. We warn you because we see you running that direction. We telling you, no, hey, you're gonna fuck yourself up. You running off the cliff, you finna fall into some fire, but you head first anyway. You don't want to listen, so you're gonna run right into it. So all we doing is blowing the trumpet, letting the people know, hey, warning is, hey, things are coming on the earth. Here's a way out. Take heed. Get under the umbrella of the Most High, so you don't have to be destroyed with the 2/3. Of course, we're gonna go through the hardship and all that and that and the third. But at the end of the day, we're gonna have an umbrella of the Most High that's gonna, pretty much have angels charge over us, man, staying away for us, man. And that's it. And we looking forward to that. I mean, we got to if you want to get to the kingdom. We looking forward to the day that the Lord bring all these calamities on the earth. So we know that, hey, we closer than ever to the kingdom. Then we know we there. It's only a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord put us in that position where we running for our lives because we don't want to take the MOTB, and deep inside, Lord willing, I'll be one of the men. You're gonna be, you make it to that point. You know in yourself that we almost there. We know we almost there now. Just how much more when you on running for your life? You so much closer. It's only a matter of time before the Lord, set those nuclear missiles off. And you just pray that the Lord have mercy on you and see you through those things, man. Lord, when you one of the numbers, one of the, 144, you know. So it's there, man. It's coming. I know I'm babbling all over the place, but we almost at the end. We at the end of this thing, man. So we see it coming, and that's why we go out and we warn you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know, you know. So we getting closer and closer to these times that are getting ready to come upon the earth. And a lot of people, especially you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, are not going to take heed. You're going to keep doing what you want to do. You're going to have your fun. You're going to eat your cake, and then you're going to have your shit and eat it too. That type of deal. Well, we telling you, man, you're going to find out in them last days, man. These last days, all that other, all that kick, they call it the mirth is coming to an end, man. So we there. Let me get slacking. Let me get this Ezekiel 21 and Ezekiel 21. I'm gonna start at 8, and it says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus said the Lord, say a sword is sharpened, and also furbish. That's right. And that furbish, let's look at it in the NLT once. Yep, and it's polished. And then they go into that word furbish. Let's go look into it. Well, slacking, man. I'm all over the place, but that's all good. Um, let's look into that because these
Strong's H 4803. Marat. Marat.
to bear, to polish, to make smooth, bold, to make bare, furbish, fallen, plucked. Let's get some more understanding. To polish, this is down. This is the down. To polish, to sharpen a sword. Um, well, you know what I'm talking about. You get to understand it. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what we're saying. This thing has been furbished and you go into that. It's been furbished. What it's mean is this the way Esau's technology is right now. And it's not just a real literal sword he's been sharpened. His tech, his the way his technology is right now is at an all time is at its all time best. You know what I'm saying? It's the best it's ever gonna get. The way he got all this shit he got, his drones, his AI, so on and so forth. All the shit he could use to kill you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That sharpened sword is off the chain. He got so many ways now to kill you, other than with a sword that come and jab you in the stomach or in the third rib or whatever the case is. Fifth rib. Slack it. You know what I'm saying? So it's furbished. It's at an all time high. You know what I'm saying? It's many ways he can come and take your ass out. It's that he's given to be furbished that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened. It is furbished to give in the hand of the slayer. The slayer is the so-called white man. He's the slayer. He's going to go out and use this sword in all type of different ways. In ways of, the MOTB, the motherfucking jab, and the literal sword. You got the motherfucking the off the police. You know what I'm saying? You got all these fucking these these diseases and shit that he's gonna put on the people. That's part of his sword too, man. All that shit is a sword, man. This devil is nothing but he's the man of death, man. So these are all the things that the Lord has given him the power to come down upon the people, especially 2/3 and the rest of the to 2/3 and the ones, anyone else that's not that's not elect, you know. So Where was I at? You know, it is sharpened to make sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Shall we then make mirth? It is contenteth with the rod of my son, as every tree. So this thing. So what are we mirthing about? What are we having fun for? What we not? Why are we not paying attention? That type. That's what it's saying. You're not paying attention. What the Lord is getting ready to do. The Lord said He's going to catch up a lot of these people like a thief in the night. Because a lot of them are not going to be paying attention. They're going to be on all this other dumb shit out there trying to vote, see who's going to be the next president. And the Lord is slowly but surely creeping up on you niggas, not even paying attention. You got all this news and all this shit that's happening, that's coming up in the news with these different countries going to war against each other, with America right in the middle, and you don't see the prophecies coming to pass. You don't see the slowly but surely the um, digital currency is getting ready to take place, which is eventually is going to fall into the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. That's the way you're going to have to put something in your hand or forehead to either sell, buy, or trade, whatever the case is. Or you can't function in society. You can't see that coming. So you're going to get destroyed because you're not paying attention, because the sword is so sharp. Who can resist? It's going to fuck a lot of you up. That's what's getting ready to come. A lot of people ain't gonna understand. What are you talking about? Yeah, this is what the Lord is getting ready to let this devil do, man. He's gonna come down on these people like you never seen before. Like I said, it's gonna be a time of trouble like never before since there was a um earth. You know, Daniel 12:1 it says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince with standards for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such never was since there was a nation, even to that the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that is found to be written, it's like everyone that shall be found written in the book. That's right. That's elect. You know. So there's going to be a great tribulation that's coming in this land pretty soon. And as you know, if you read in Second Kings, the time of the time of that drought, where it was no food, a famine, where people was eating um, bird shit. You know what I'm saying? It was that drought when it was a famine. It was crazy. That was crazy drought. And he said it's going to be worse than that, worse than the 70 A.D. when we fled out of our land, running from the Roman persecution. Worse than the fucking slavery, the time they brought us over here in cargo ships and shit like that. When we went through that slavery, they was hunting us down, beating us and killing us, lynching us and shit like that at a will. It's gonna be worse than that. You know why? Because his sword is sharpened, so his death rate is gonna be at a much higher rate. He's gonna be able to kill as many as you can believe in in no time. You know what I'm saying? So you might be running with 10 motherfuckers and about 50, 10. I mean, it's like you running with 10 people, a group of 10, 8 might drop right in front of you in a flash because he got so much shit, drones, like all kind of shit, man. This devil he's very geared up for death. So a lot of people are gonna get caught up in that. That's what we're telling you, man. It's not the time to mirth, have fun, laugh, and joke about shit right now. It's time to think about all the shit he got in his arsenal. You think he ain't gonna put it on? He ain't gonna leash this on to the people? Of course he is. If you don't believe that, then you go right ahead. You falling right in line. Then you might as well take a motherfucking you know something and do yourself. This shit is that serious. That's why we telling you, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, this man is getting ready to come with great wrath. Terrible times are coming, man. You know, there's many ways it's gonna come attack you, man. It's not gonna be just one way. He's gonna, especially you so-called blacks and Latinos and Native Americans that think you can run to this man for help and understanding and help and for condolence and for um, salvation, whatever the case may be. Because a lot of you are going to run to him that time for understanding what's going on. What do we do now? You're not going to come to the Lord's men or to the Lord and inquire what's next. You're not going to go to the Lord. You're not going to go on a spiritual level. You're going to go carnally to this devil, and he's going to lead you right into the damn thing you're trying to avoid. So we're warning you. We're telling you, hey, this is coming. This is who you need to come to is the Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to get, your salvation, man. But a lot of you are going to run to Egypt for help and you're going to get destroyed. Woe to him that run to Egypt for help. That's what it reads. Jeremiah, I forgot. But you know what I forgot. Oh, man. But you know what I'm saying. Woe to them that run to Egypt for help, That's what's going to, woe to you mean destruction to you, man. It goes down to this so-called white man for, relief from this destruction that's getting ready to come. Hot, trying to run from the devastation and everything else, you know. So we telling you, this devil got you, man, because you're gonna run right to him. The one that's got you running is gonna be the one that you run right to. You're gonna run right to the one run right back to the one you're running from. You're running from all this destruction. That's him. He just flushing your ass out of these corners and your safe spots and shit. Flushing your ass out right into a death trap. And you jakes don't see it because hey, you too carnal. You believe all this shit they throwing you on the propaganda machine, which is your television. You believe everything that fucking thing spit out at you. Everything it says, you believe it. Fucking the mayor said he's gonna do this for you. This say he's gonna do that for you blacks. If you vote for him, you go out there and you put your ass and put a show on for the so-called white man because you think this election is all about you. You out there showing your ass like you think this so-called white man ain't watching you while you showing your ass, showing oh yeah. You think they all down with you because they laughing and smiling because they send a fucking couple simple looking ass female rappers out on Kamala Harris on her rally? You think they want he's guess what? You people think it's all you coming up. Esau see him falling. He's gonna come and knock your fucking ass down, man. Esau ain't fucking playing. He's coming to get you people, man. Why you out there playing the ground? This nigga is sharpening his motherfucking sword, man. You fucking niggas playing thinking you gonna come up because Kamala Harris is gonna make the so-called white man pay more taxes. You got your fucking mind fucked up, man. You niggas are straight fucked. You got it all twisted. Slacking, man. And it reads, and there shall be a time, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be time of trouble. That time of trouble, let's get to it. Slack it. Jeremiah. There we go. Jeremiah 30, and I'm going to start at 6. It says, ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Oh, you know, man don't have labor pains because a man don't bear children. It says wherefore, but the man gonna that's how fucked up it's gonna be. Where man's gonna be in his holding his loins as if he's in labor, because he's gonna be seeing all the shit that's happening on the earth. That's the time of Jacob's trouble. We telling you this is shit you're gonna be seeing out of your house. You're gonna be sitting in the house. You're gonna hear shit screaming, hollering, and praying. And you're gonna hear it right around you first before it come get you. If you're not part of that elect. It says, ask ye now and see whether man doth travail with child, because he know his ass is next. He be holding his loins looking at the shit he can't control or don't have no murder. Because this motherfucking devil done sharpened his motherfucking sword, man. He got many ways to get you, man. We don't know all his techniques. But we know one thing. We got the Most High on our side, and that's the one that's going to keep us from this shit. And ultimately, it's the Most High using this devil to come and get all the undesirables, the ones that don't believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. He's coming to get you motherfuckers. And this is the sword he gave. This sword is sharpened. The Lord literally sharpened his sword to come and slaughter as many as you niggas that needs to go because you don't trust in the Lord. And it's called Jacob's trouble. And it says, and he gave the sword to be sharpened. He gave it to the slayer, who is the so-called white man. He's coming to slay as many as the Lord allow him. He's going to have free range on some of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, 2/3, as you will. And it says, ask ye now and see whether man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. That's right. When you see something out there that's out of your control, and that you can't fuck with it. You can't, I don't care how many guns you got and how strong you is. You know that this motherfucker, whatever it is out there, it's gonna fuck you up if it get in, y'all come face to face. And what I'm saying is that's the shit that Esau, all the shit he got out here. He gonna see all the death out here, and he ain't gonna have no control, but be scared as fuck. It's gonna be an unbelievable fear on him because he's gonna see motherfuckers dropping dead at an alarming rate. Let me get that one slack. Um, this is Psalms 91 and 7. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thy eyes shall thy behold, see the reward of the wicked. So a lot of these wicked motherfuckers are going to drop by the thousands, man. Thousands. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so a lot of you so-called blacks and Latinos and Native Americans that don't understand what's getting ready to come up on this earth, you're going to get consumed. You're going to get thousands and you're going to drop dead because this devil got this sword where he can kill not just one at a time, thousands. He's already done it. He already done it with that jab. Killed millions of people. He didn't have to put one fucking sword through your fucking chest. And he did it with his fucking his with another sword. It's been furbished. This sword is many different ways to kill you. And it says, for this said we have um let me start over. This is Jeremiah 30. I'm gonna start at 5. For this says the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and no not peace. Not gonna be no peace when the Lord comes, man. When Jacob's trouble, it's not gonna be peace. When they say peace and safety, sudden destruction shall come upon them. You know what I'm saying? It's actually now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned to paleness. That's right. For alas, for that day is great, that so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. The elect of the nation of Israel shall be saved out of Jacob's trouble, but Jacob's trouble is going to come upon all the people on the earth. All of us are going to go through Jacob's trouble. Only the elect is going to survive it. And you're going to have other nations throughout the. I'm talking about Jacob's trouble is going to be is in America mainly, and Jacob's trouble is for the Israelites mainly, in other nations as well, but mainly you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. But when the Lord least, and when it's time for this place to be destroyed, He's gonna He's gonna get His elect out of here and then destroy this place in other certain parts of the world. And the ones that do survive the devastation that's coming on the world, they will be gathered up to be slaves and be servants unto the nation of Israel. And they'll be the first ones to start there carrying, especially that's going. This is going into these rich elites, really, the ones that's going to be burying these bodies and things like that. The other nations that make it through, which they're going to follow suit. They're just going to follow suit. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to start with the elites. They're going to be burying these bodies in these different places, and they're going to be first um, servants to the nation of Israel, and they're going to start burying these bodies and so on. The continuous labor, so to speak. And it's let me slow down. It says for the last that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. That's right. And we see that day slowly but surely approaching us, and we can't wait till that day come. And we warning you, blacks and Latinos and Native Americans, that the sword is sharpened, man. This devil has many ways to get at you, man, and he's showing it every day. He got many ways of death. He's getting it in the so-called black woman's womb, in these women's womb. He's cutting up the babies inside the womb, and with that, you know what I'm saying, with that, those clinics they got where you can go in there and get your baby slaughtered in your stomach. You know what I'm saying? They got them things. This nigga got many ways to do you. You know what I'm saying? Then you go take the jab. Pretty soon he's gonna go for your kids taking a jab. another way. And then if that ain't gonna do it, if you don't want to bow down to that, he's gonna send other ways. It's gonna be so many ways he's gonna come at you, man. And he's already doing it. You can see it now with the food, the water, so on and so forth. You eating at Walmart, you getting sick in the mother. He got you going to this big ass sick fucking place. Walmart ain't got nothing but fucked up shit. Everything in that shit is all fucking um contaminated. He got all the fucked up shit. Ain't nothing in there what they would call organic. Everything in there is GMO like a motherfucker, man. And that's where he send you niggas with all these food stamps and send you right into death. Another sword, send you right in that fucking death shack. You go right into Walmart and buy all that contaminated shit to kill your ass. Because right now, slowly but surely, he's getting rid of anything that's what they call organic. Something that's supposed to not have all the chemicals this motherfucker then placed in all the food. He put his own, you know, thousands of ingredients and shit. Shit you can't pronounce. And then when you do pronounce it and find out what the fuck it is, you find out some paint thinner or some shit that goes in the fucking, there's some chemical and shit. So you don't know what this devil. And they send you with a whole bunch of food stamps, and you take your ass in there and just load up on all that shit. And that's what the devil do, man. You load up all the motherfucking chemicals, and they eat that shit all fucking day. And you wonder why your ass running in and out of the fucking death, his fucking his emergency, his clinics and shit to go see a doctor because your motherfucking ass can't shit or your fucking heart ain't beating right or that shit is mixed. You know, he's got your ass, man. He's got you. You don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? The devil is a liar, man. Because he got you eating shit that you gotta eat You constantly eat that shit, man. All day you eating all this poison. You don't even know it. You wonder why your ears and shit ringing and shit and you feel funny. You got a big ass fucking third fucking booty. You got a booty in your fucking front. You ever seen a lady like you got a booty in the front? This devil is a devil, man. He's a devil. Well, that's it. I'm gonna close it out, man. I'm gonna give but that's where we at with this, man. This devil got his sword is sharp many ways to kill you. Cause you see how unhealthy you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans is. This is not by coincidence. This nigga know what he's doing. He was in a fucking think tank thinking of ways of shit you niggas like and upgrade and upgrading the fucking poisonous shit in it to make it more addictive, have more of a flavor. Jake love flavorful shit. He don't like no bitter herbs or nothing like that. He like a nice flavorful fucking bag of Cheetos and shit. Some cheesy shit he can lick his fingers to and shit. Or some big purple drink mixed with a whole bunch of sugar and shit. That's what Jake like. He know what he doing. He done programmed you for that shit. What they call it, Tyrone or some shit movie. Well, I'm gonna close this out. But we're at this time, man. When all hell's getting ready to break loose, the devil got many ways to fucking kill you. It don't matter what it is. I don't care what you doing. You indulging in this motherfucking society, it's basically gonna kill your ass. You ain't getting away from this devil. He's got all four corners, nigga. This nigga's a man of death. If you can't see it, that's because you so fucking far deep in this motherfucker's belly, you can't get out. You ain't trying to get out. You love it. You love it. You in the belly of the beast, motherfucker. You love it there. But the man that we know where the fuck we at. We know we have to take the good with the bad with the good, whatever however you say it. We know how to get around with it, this motherfucker. We not abusing this place. We not running around clueless, just putting any fucking thing in your mouth and anything this devil say we do. Putting anything this devil say, give it to us, we take it. It's like that's it. I'm gonna give all praise to Yahweh. Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, great male. Shalom.